If I would spend less time telling everyone I know how tired I am and actually spend that time just getting a voiceover done, I could have been in bed hours ago. I could have... But it's really hard. I'm so tired. Oh, hi friends. Hi my loves. I am so tired and I'm so disappointed because I had a lot of fun with this drawing. The second I thought of it, I was just like, I had the giggles because it's such a silly thought and it's just, it's ridiculous and I love it. And I really enjoyed the idea, I enjoyed sketching it, and I enjoyed doing the line art, even though there were some technical difficulties. I'm so sorry that I dropped you guys. I caught you before you hit the table, if that means anything. I mean, I did knock you guys over, but I caught you. Does that make it better? No? Maybe? Oh, sorry. I'll try not to do it again, but I honestly make no promises because I'm a disaster. My workspace is currently a disaster. My setup is a disaster, and I can only work on so much of it at a time, which I am working on. Yes, the video is very peach-toned. I did download an app. Like I mentioned yesterday, I want to try and stop those flashing, like the white balance auto-correcting itself was making the paper flash white, and I thought that was really eye-searing and uncomfortable to look at, and I wanted it gone. So I bought an alternate camera app for my iPhone, and I used that, and I think I like it, except I don't know what any of these technical terms mean, and I don't know how to use it, and I'm just learning by Googling and pressing buttons and hoping they do something right. So this one does do the white balance a little bit, but not nearly as bad. It does, however, make things peach, so that's a thing to work on. I am trying to get my space set up. Like I'm trying to, like I mentioned in the first one, it was very awkward for me to not be able to rotate my paper. So I tried to solve that by setting my itty bitty teeny tiny little tripod on the other half of my sketchbook, which eventually I'm probably going to have to get like a real tripod and maybe a real camera and maybe some real lights. But that's honestly quite a ways away. I am doing, to be perfectly frank, I'm doing so much better than I thought I would be, so I'm not being too hard on myself. I'm sorry if it frustrates some of you for the things just not be ideal, but I'm working on it. It did, like, self-critique and, like, just talking about the process of it. I wasn't having the frustrations of yesterday, like my hand and brain and everything. It wasn't the same sort of like, this isn't quite going out the way I wanted it to, but I was doing some really hairy, like, non-committal lines in this, and that's not something I usually do. I usually, like, I'll faux draw the line in the air just to, like, warm up and make sure my brain, and I just smacked my glasses, make sure my brain and my hand are, like, in tune, and then I'll just commit to the line, and that was not happening here, and it's very strange for me, and I don't know if it's because I was pretty cramped, I didn't have a whole lot of room to actually move my arm, or if it was a holdover from yesterday, or if it's just that I'm so dang tired. I don't know, but that was not something I was happy to realize that I was doing today, and I did realize that I was doing it as I was doing it. Like, I'm not unaware that it's happening as I'm doing it, it's just not something I fixed entirely? I don't know. That's just something I noticed about myself, and that you can totally notice, especially during the end when you're looking at it close up. Like, all of these, I have a pretty light hand, I think, with the nib, but the paper has got, like, a noticeable tooth, so there's just going to be some bumping from, like, there's just going to be some bumping on the lines, and I don't really mind that, that's fine. I could not draw on toothy paper if it really bothered me, or I could have a heavier hand, or whatever. So there's always some, like, wibblies there, that's just the texture of the paper, but not on this one. At the end, if you look, you can totally call me out. Yes, I know, I'm sitting here pointing out a flaw to you, but it's a learning experience, maybe? I don't know. Because that wouldn't be happening if I was just committing to the line and doing like the smooth, confident stroke that I usually have. Maybe I just wasn't ready to commit to a princess, even though I thought I was. Because did I mention that this is like octoprincess, octopunzel? She's a princess octopus, Rapunzel. I was going to draw a different octopus. I was going to draw sort of like a dapper, gentlemanly octopus, and then I realized that every single like sticker, cute vinyl design I've ever seen of an octopus has them like presenting as sort of a dapper, gentlemanly thing with like the mustache and a top hat, maybe. And I was like, I've never personally seen an octopus in a princess hat. And the idea was just immediately so silly and endearing to me that I was just like on board. I went for it 100%, and I have no regrets. I'm kind of sad that I'm so tired right now because I was so upbeat and energetic while I was actually working on this and like with the sketch and the idea. And I'm just like, I can't put off doing the voiceover because then I'll be behind on videos and I will be letting down my commitment to myself and I will feel stressed about it. Which like is self-inflicted. It's not that I feel pressured in any way, shape, or form. It's just something that I really, really want to do, and I'll be very proud of myself if I can do like the 20 planned videos this month. Of course, life happens, and I know already that my tomorrow is going to be really busy. Like my today when you're watching this, but tomorrow because I know that my Thursday is going to be really hectic and chaotic, and my Friday may not be much better. So like if I miss days, you know, I'm not really going to beat myself up about it, but it's a goal. It's a goal that I have for this month. It is my personal goal because this is something that I really want to do. And I'm sorry that I'm so tired. Like I think I'm more sorry to myself than to anyone who watches this because it's me who like has an expectation. I know how happy and bouncy I was at this idea, and I was laughing every time I thought about it. And when I posted it on Instagram earlier today, I was just laughing because it's such a silly, like it's a ridiculous idea and I love it, but I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm trying. I'm tired. So hopefully I'll be less tired tomorrow. If not, thank you for listening to me ramble tired tonight. I promise it's so much better than all of the rambling from before because at least I didn't fall asleep on my desk this time. I did that. I was like snooshing on my desk. I wasn't asleep. I was like dozing on my desk earlier trying to talk, and I was just like mashing my face into the glass of my desk and I was like, you guys can't hear anything that I'm saying other than a blah blah blah. So I hope you enjoy Octopunzel, the Octoprincess. I love you guys. I hope that you all sleep really well tonight. I give you kisses.